Welcome to the Nehemiah Entrepreneurship Community Podcast. I'm your host, Patrice Tsague. I have with us today in studio a familiar face, Debra Schlaht. Debra, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Patrice, for inviting me back. It's good to be here.
Good to have you. You're here because we're going to talk about Serve with Love.
I'm so excited about this class.
Yes. Now, for those who are not from the Pacific Northwest, you may not know about this company called Burgerville, but it's our the only way to describe it to those who are from the East Coast, it's like our own homegrown kind of Chick-fil-A, if you will. That's probably the best, or In-N-Out Burger, right? That's probably the best way to describe it. Burgerville, it's a very famous brand, iconic brand here in the Pacific Northwest. And most of our courses are developed from, kind of from a theoretical framework in terms of, where it's about best practice and content, but not necessarily the framework of an actual business. This one is unique. Serve with Love is actually based on a case study of Burgerville and how they were able to adjust their mission statement, and as a result, grew to over $100 million a year in revenue. So if you want to learn how to take your revenue to the next level, this is a class for you. So first, let me give you the information, then we're going to learn a bit about Debra, and we're going to get right into why this course is for you. If you want to enroll in this course, Serve with Love, Debra, tell us when is the class, and then what are the facts?
Well, the class, it's an 8-week class, Patrice. It starts on the 25th of October. And we're going to be doing this both as a live facilitated, so at our Battleground Washington headquarters, but also as a hybrid so that other people can join in from around the globe. They can be part of our virtual session as well. So this is going to be exciting. I'm going to be co-teaching with our trainer and coach, Brian Bueller. Then he's taught this class through our executive biblical entrepreneurship program. So we're excited about doing this. It's a 2-hour class, 8 weeks. And at the end of this, you'll walk away with a transformational mission statement and an action plan to implement it.
Oh, I love it. I love a great outcome. So again, you want to sign up now. So Debra, you do have a special. So the normal price is $4.99. They can sign up for it. But you have a special if somebody bring a team. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So, oftentimes an organizational leader would like to have the other team members to come around so that they can work together in developing their mission statement. So we want to invite teams to participate. So if the leader comes and they want to bring other additional members, the original price is $4.99. Thereafter, any other team member that you bring that belongs to your team, it's $100 per person for this 8-week course. And we have a special discount code that your second and third, fourth, fifth team members can use. It'll be on the, Victor's going to be putting it up for us. And you can use that code to bring in your team so that you can work together. Patrice, we've seen this when we were in other locations where teams came together to work on their mission statement and how they wanted to walk it out in their business. And it was very powerful when they all came together.
Of course. I mean, the ideal way to work on your mission statement is to bring your team anyway. So it's a worthwhile investment. Debra, let's kind of get into a bit and talk a bit about you and about this, what content they can expect in this course. So for those who are watching for the first time, they wonder, who is Debra Schlaht? So who is Debra Schlaht?
Well, Debra Schlaht is a member of the Nehemiah staff team. I'm the director of training and coaching. I'm also a trainer, a coach. I work with entrepreneurs and helping them through their businesses, through classes and coaching them. I also have my own business, Influence for Impact, a partner with you in Kingdom Business Coaching. I think I keep pretty busy, Patrice.
That's right, you do. And you are an amazing coach at that. So, Debra, Now, before joining Nehemiah and before your own coaching practice, you have some executive experience. You used to work for a major bank. Won't say the name, so we won't have to worry about lawsuits. But they didn't serve with love.
Well, not necessarily. It was left up to each one of us
Yeah.
to, as leaders within the organization and our management style. And so it was, as I think back on it, Patrice, I think it's something that is within my DNA, so to speak. If you go to Identity and Destiny and you look at who we are and our DISC profile and so forth, I've always been about serving people. And I made some really great relationships with my customers. I was a branch manager. Then I went into training and development. I was a project management lead. And so as part of all that, really understanding that when we serve people, when we serve them in a way that meets their needs, that their hopes, their dreams, their desires are just as important as the organization's, the success follows. People come because they want to be recognized. They want to be understood. They want to be able to have their needs met. And so as an organization, when we do that, then people naturally come to us. And so I think it's always been something that I've intuitively known. But what I love about the Serve with Love course is that it helps bring it into context in a way that gives it structure in a way that I can walk it out.
Yeah, it's about really impacting an organizational culture. So even though you as an individual, you were committed to, before you knew about this concept, personally from a personal value system, your own personal, kind of core, you were committed to serving with love, but the company as a culture didn't have that culture.
No, they didn't. And it was the company's culture was really about a churn rate.
Yeah.
And, customers came and customers went. It was how many new numbers did you have in a day? It didn't matter how many counts you closed.
It was
And
pure
so,
numbers. So that's
yeah,
an example of how not to serve with love, right? Where it's just
right.
about pure numbers, pure data, whether it's number of customers and so forth. But before, so you work with two banks. So the one before you launch didn't serve with love as a culture, but then the one prior, the one that you were with a smaller bank prior before you got acquired, and there you kind of experienced serve with love.
We
Would you
did, and
agree?
actually, that organization was it was a small regional bank that had a great following because it came from the CEO, the founder, and their family that owned the bank, and they had a very strong culture of serving the community and teaching people how to save, how to think of ensuring their financial success. And so how did we do that? And we were taught, listen to what the customer's needs are. Offer them, not sell them, but offer them a solution to their problem.
Mhm. I love it. Reminds me, one of a gal, I was telling our staff this morning, I'm going to use her name. She paid for one of our global forums. And then I connected with her to find out how we can serve her. And long story short, she ended up attending our Nehemiah Week, another forum, and now she's a silver member, bought a book from us. All it was me meeting with her and find out how we can serve her and walking alongside her. So essentially, the sale becomes a byproduct of the serving the individual versus the goal being selling the individual. Would you agree?
So much so, Patrice. It really is about service. And sometimes we don't see it immediately, but it is because if I remember the story, someone who'd been with us for a while, been tracking, and sometimes we have a longer sales cycle, right? But it is about the service to that individual. And then who do they remember when the timing is right? They remember that
I
person
love
who
it.
took care of them.
I love it. Again, I'm talking to Debra Schlaht. We're talking today about Serve with Love. Debra has a course coming up. This is based on the actual story of a company called Burgerville, that because they changed their mission statement to a transformational mission statement, they were able to grow to over $100 million in revenue. And so today, you're going to hear from Debra about the course, what to expect in the course, So she worked with 2 companies before launching her own coaching practice. One where she experienced a circle of culture, another one where she did not. So she knows the difference between what is and what it is not. So Debra, so our viewers are now asking the question, okay, what is serve with love? What does it mean to serve with love? Could you define that for us?
Well, I think to serve with love means that in my definition of that, it sets a standard, a pace. It gives a framework for how we serve customers, how we serve our vendors, our community, our staff. It really is a guardrail, a guideline. It's a statement of the culture of what we want to live out and work out. You know, God's scripture tells us in John 3:16 that God loved the world so much, he gave his only son, that who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. You know, that's what we do at Nehemiah. We're about how do we help people develop those businesses that help to serve, that we love them enough to help them serve their clients, their families, and their communities. We are told not only love God, but to love ourselves and our community, our neighbors, as we love ourselves. And so these guidelines really sets the standard for how we are to approach those who walk into our lives, whether it is personally or through business.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And this book was written by Tom Mears, used to be one of our board members, and Jennifer Mears, who's a board member now. They are the owners of Burgerville through Holland. And so if you want to, again, sign up for this, you can just go to our website, look for courses, look for Serve Love, sign up there. There's also a link here where you can kind of go directly. Again, there's a special going on. If you sign up, the first person is $4.99. And then if you want to bring team members, which is encouraged, every team member after it's only $100. The discount code is right there. Yes, George, I agree. Powerful. So one of the things you do in the course, you not only help them to clarify their mission statement, but you also help them identify the stakeholders that the mission impacts. Talk to us about a bit about that, because usually when we think of a mission statement, it's usually one-dimensional. It's usually all about the customer, or sometimes all about the public facing. It's not even actionable. It's just something to show that we have something. But this is about an actionable mission statement. Talks about the difference between how Serve Love approaches mission statement versus how most people approach it.
Well, you know, I think that oftentimes as businesses are putting their plan together, their strategic plan or tactical plan, and there's this line that says your mission statement, and it's a fill in the blank. It really isn't about understanding who we are as a culture, as an organization, and what we're called to do. I love the quote within the curriculum that says that this is a singular, soul, solidary, bone deep reason why your company exists. You know, it is really that core of who we are. And it should be not only what we hope to achieve, but how we go about achieving it. It connects with who we are from our personal standpoint as well. So if it's just a phrase that you put in to fill the blank and you put it on your wall, but you really don't use it, it isn't part of your team meetings. It isn't driving the products or services. It doesn't share with how you feel about your customers, your staff people, your vendors, the community, others that you serve, whatever that may be. The families of the people who work for you. If you don't have that understanding of it really becomes a transactional, cold statement that doesn't have any really legs to it. And what we want to see is that mission statements really help to guide the organization and put up guardrails that we need so that we have a transformational mission statement that engages everyone within the organization. It's integrated throughout the organization and everything that we do. It's about driving our decisions, our choices, and the direction in which we take.
Oh, I love it. So what I'm hearing you say is that the fundamental difference between a transformational mission statement and a static one that is not transformational, is that a transformational one engages all stakeholders, is actionable, right? And then also it also is kind of alive in a sense versus just something that's dead on the wall out there where it's not even referred to at all. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I am. And and when you have something like that, your customers, your employees, they hold you to it. They
Yeah.
want to make sure that you're following it. And many people make their decision on where to purchase. They're looking at our websites and seeing what we're about. And if they're seeing that we have a statement that we're not following, it doesn't lead to any authenticity or trust that can be built at the very beginning of your relationship.
Oh, wow, I love it. So, Deborah, so who is this class ideal for? Let's say watching this right now and somebody trying to say, do I fit? Is this for me? So who is this ideal for?
Well, I think it's a wide range of people, Patrice. We talk about individuals who are in discovery. I'm thinking about starting a business. I'm not sure what my business is. Your mission statement can help guide you towards that. If I'm starting my business and I'm doing transactions, where do I want to go? How do I want my business to be known? If I'm already in business and making a profit and maybe sustainable, looking at my mission statement once again, does it fit? If I want to scale, does it help me to scale? Does it carry me forward as I move along? And if I'm in succession, boy, I really want to make sure that my legacy is left behind. So anyone who's in any of those spaces, any part of that business life cycle, this course can help you to review, tighten it up, define, and ensure that what you want your business to be known for will carry you forward.
Ah, I love it. I love it. So, again, I'm talking to Debra Schlaht about Serve with Love, a course that is coming up in the next several weeks. If you want to register for that, which you want to go to our website, nehemiah.com, go to classes, or you can just look at the link right there. It's $4.99, but if you sign up for $4.99, the next person is only $100, as many as you like, so you can bring your team. So let's talk deliverable. So if I sign up for this course, Deborah, by the end of it, what can I expect to get out of it? What can I actually walk out with?
Well, we're going to link up your your personal purpose statement. And if you don't know what that is, you want to check out our Identity and Destiny class. That'll help you to do that. Our the authors of Serve with Love have their own personal mission statements. So Tom's was connecting souls with God's love. And Jennifer was about creating space for people to show up and thrive. My personal statement is building life in others and affirming their significance. So that's my own personal statement. How does that walk out in my organization? So we're going to help you with connecting your purpose statement with a transformational organizational statement that really helps to keep your organization focused on who you are, that process for making decisions, how do you engage your stakeholders. And then we're going to be looking at what that means. How do you put that together? What are some examples that you have? How do you know that you're serving with love? And then be able to look by identifying, as you said earlier, who our stakeholders are, who's our customers and vendors, what does our community look like, who are our neighbors? And then you'll create an action plan to implement how you'll serve with love and the metrics that you need to track your success. We've had a number of people who've said this has been a transformational course for them and how they look at their business and how it made an impact and how their business was improved.
Oh, I love it. Now, each year there's a Serve with Love award
Yeah.
that you can only win that if you go through this course. Tell us a bit about it and how can they win it by going through this course?
Well, each year, the students who go through the program and develop, at the end of the program, they develop their action plan and they submit it within 30 days of the course. and our team takes a review of it. We might ask for a few edits to make sure that everything is in place and that it's something that can be achieved. And then throughout the year, we'll be meeting with you at certain points to see how you're progressing. At the end of the year, our students submit a summary of what their actions were and the results that they achieved. And from there, our committee, which includes Jennifer, yourself, and other staff members, take a look, and we choose a first, second, and third place winners based on how many people have gone through the course and submitted. And then we honor you at Nehemiah Week, not only by talking about your business and what you've achieved, but you get a certificate, and we have cash awards that we hand out as well. We believe so much in this program that we want others to know so that they can follow in your steps, that they can see what you've achieved and be able to see the same results themselves.
I love it. Take advantage of it. Debra, don't you leave yet. So if you want to sign up for Serve with Love, Denton, good to see you. Denton was one of my students a long time ago. Denton, how you doing, man? Wow, what that's a blast from the past. A young man, entrepreneur, musicians. Denton does it all. So if you want to sign up for this course, visit us at nehemiahecommunity.com. Look at classes. You can search for the class there, or there's a link right here. You can just click that link and go sign up. And Debra, what's the dates again for the class?
We start the 25th of October, Patrice, and 8 weeks after that, we have a great graduation. Everybody in the class who completes will get their certificate, and I'm excited about being able to bring this forward.
Awesome. So if you sign up for it, first person is $495.99. The second person is $100 only. You can sign with as many teams as you can. It's ideal to come as a team. You can do it live here in Portland, Oregon, or virtual online if you choose to. Debra, before you go, I want you to give one last word of advice to our people. Before you leave, though, listen, if you enjoyed our podcast, I would like for you to share it. Share with your friends, share with your family, share it on your other social media platform. Follow us on YouTube, on Facebook. Follow us on the various platforms. And if you want to know more about how you can take advantage of some of our other courses and coaching program, or become a member of the Nehemiah Entrepreneurship Community, visit our website, Nehemiah Entrepreneurship, NehemiahEcommunity.com, NehemiahEcommunity.com. There you learn about training program, biblical entrepreneurship, serve with love, identity and destiny, whatever courses that we have to help you start your business, grow your business, take it to the next level. You can also learn about our coaching program, whether it's group coaching, one-on-one coaching, or we have a coaching program for as low as $100 a month, right? Where you're able to be coached by a coach. It's called our Diamond Coaching Program. You can also do group coaching programs. So we have something for almost every budget and every size of business. Or you can learn about our Access to Capital program, where we can connect you with Kingdom Impact investors who can help you grow your business through capital. And of course, you can learn about becoming a member. Membership does have its privileges. If you need to member just for community, we have that for you. For community and resources, we have that for you. Community resources and discounts, we have that for you. Community resources, discount, and coaching, we have that for you. Community resources, discount, coaching, and by the way, education and access to capital, we have that for you as well. All right. You don't have to go at it alone. You can join one of the fastest growing entrepreneurship communities in the world, with members from Asia, Africa, Europe, Latin America, and North America, with French speakers and Spanish speakers, where you can grow your business as a community. With that, before I pray for you, here's my last question for you, Debra. So somebody's watching and listening right now from different parts of the world, and they're facing inflation. They're facing uncertainty in the economy, in politics. So my question to you is, how does working on my mission statement help me navigate these uncertain times with inflation, with political uncertainty, and even potentially social and economic uncertainty?
Well, Patrice, it's such an important question for every business leader to be thinking about today, whether you're a solopreneur or you're part of an bigger organization. And really, when we think about our mission statement, there's some questions we can ask ourselves. First of all, do we have one? Do we have a mission statement? Does it reflect who we are as an organization so that other people in the community recognize who we are as well and what we do? Can my team, can they recite it? Do they know it from memory and understand how they use it in their day-to-day? Is it a guardrail that you use to keep your organization on mission and on purpose? And does it drive your organization objectives that you're doing going forward? If you can't answer yes to those, then this is an opportunity for you to take advantage and really tighten up your organization from within. Oftentimes we think we have to go from the outside and add new products or a new service or a new line. But what would it mean if we were all on purpose and on mission? If we were concerned about our stakeholders and we focused on them, would we be able to change our results? And I think that this is an opportunity that we have where people are more focused about, they are reviewing their values and their ethics and their work, the people that they work with. So how do we help to be that voice in the marketplace where people can see that and see it at work? And so that's what I would ask myself those questions and then say, if we've got some work to do, let's bring our team together and let's make sure that we've got, as we're thinking about plans for 2024, I can't believe it's almost here. It's all part of our ongoing review of our organization and how we can strengthen it.
I love it. What a great insight. Debra, looking forward to your course. Would you come back after the course, let us know how it went?
I will, Patrice. I'd be happy to. But I also want to can I make another plug? Because if you're a Spanish speaker, we have a Mexico Spanish Serve with Love that's starting the 5th of October. And so everyone can be served with love.
Awesome. Serve with Love, how to develop a transformational mission statement that will grow your top and bottom line. You can go to sign up at NehemiahEcommunity.com. It's only $4.95 for the course, and any second person, if you want to bring a team, it's only $100. That's a great deal. Sign up today and join Debra and team as part of this course. And who knows, you might win the Serve with Love Award for 2024. Let me pray for you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord enable you to steward those talents that are under your care and to steward them in such a way that one day you'll hear those wonderful words, well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. Guess what? He'll not make you rule over much. God bless you. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you, Patrice.